Completely overanalyzing Shaw's death. Welcome to National Treasure University, where we explain how National Treasure actually did get things right. Seated in the pews of Trinity Church near the end of National Treasure, Villain Shaw has no idea he is about to meet his untimely end. And that's because as our characters begin to descend into the pit beneath Trinity Church, Shaw will infamously fall to his death. Now, to better understand this death, we need to better understand the infrastructure of the Parkington Lane pit, which is characterized by a series of winding staircases as well as X shaped beams lining the walls. If we can estimate the size of these X beams, we can estimate the depth of the pit. In order to do this, we need a reference point, and our yardstick is going to be Patrick Gates, aka John Voight. Now, John Voight is 6 foot 2 inches tall, and as he leads the characters down a staircase, we see his head reach the midpoint of an X beam, which means each X beam is approximately 12 feet tall. Now we need to know how many X beams are stacked vertically on top of each other. And in this scenelet prior to Shaw's fall, we can very clearly see 4 levels of X beams shown. But then things get harder to see as we go down into the pit. So instead, we need to take a look at this bird's eye view. And instead of counting X beams, we will use levels of staircases as a proxy because at the base of each X beam is a set of stairs. And very clearly here, we can see at least 6 staircases, and then things get blurry. So while there are at least 6 staircases and X beams, there are probably more. All of this information taken together means that Shaw fell at least and likely greater than 72 feet or 6 stories. And for my metric system loving friends out there, that is more than 22 meters. Now, it turns out that a free fall of 60 feet or greater likely results in death. So Shaw probably died on impact. But what if a miracle happened? Could he have survived? Well, we do need to remember that Ian abandoned his friend and protector at the bottom of the pit. So this means that Shaw likely would have died by dehydration even before the effects of starvation or infection of his fall wounds would have set in. For all of these reasons, it's a very good thing that the creative team chose to ignore actor David Diane Fisher's pleas to have his character written into National Treasure 2. But in case you love Shaw as much as we do, we'll leave you with a fun fact. While you are listening to David Diane Fisher's screams in this scene, you are looking at the face of his stunt double, Trampus Thompson, who was assured that his face would be dubbed over in post production. But for whatever reason, whether it was deemed too difficult or just not worth it, that dubbing never happened. So the next time you watch Shaw fall in the Parkington Lane pit, you can say hello to Trampus Thompson. Thank you so much for coming to my treasure talk.